My name is Tanya Martinez, and I'm the founder of Career Transformations, a new outplacement provider focusing on collaborating with small to mid-sized businesses that have slim to no HR presence and need outplacement support from beginning to end with transition of their staff. Our team of consultants will help them manage the change that they're going through from an HR, legal, and compliance perspective, but also from the finance and benefit side of things, which are critical elements for our departing teams. And finally, our team of career coaches and executive coaches will work with clients' departing employees as well as existing employees to help them through this change while strengthening them to be their best. And today I'd like to introduce Sydney Jackson Cloxton with Citrine Unlimited, a new consultant with the outplacement program. And Sydney helps heart-centered and impact-driven individuals and businesses discover the limitless possibilities life has to offer. Welcome, Sydney.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be a part of the team.
Awesome. I'm also so thrilled to be working with you and welcome you to the outplacement team just that we recently launched here in April. So happy to have you here today. And I'd love to ask you a few questions so that people could learn a little bit more about Sydney. So first of all, tell us what inspired you to be part of this program.
Yeah, what really inspired me was one, speaking to you and learning who you were and what your values were and why you started Career Transformations, wanting to support individuals, whether they were seeking new employment because, an organization was having to transition them out, or they're existing in an organization and they just want to experience some sort of growth within themselves. And so I'm all about that attitude of, being a part of a community and helping people to grow and develop as individuals and as team members. And so that was one of the reasons why I was super interested in being a part of Career Transformations. And then also, just the fact of knowing that there's a service like this out there to help support folks who traditionally don't get any extra support when they need it. Especially when you're in that space of transitioning into a new position or needing to go from one, organization to a new organization. It can be really tough to reset yourself and get prepped and ready for that. Or to step into that new role and develop the skills that you need for that. So being a part of something like that in someone's journey just makes me really excited. And that's why I wanted to be a part of the team.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That means so much. Great. So let's go ahead and get started. Can you take a moment to share a little bit about your background and your coaching business?
Yeah. So my background, it's funny, a lot of people are like, what doesn't she do? I actually love exploring the world, right? And learning new topics. And I've done a lot of things from working in the hospitality industry, working in the tourism industry, serving as a corporate trainer, and event coordinator and fundraiser for philanthropies, or for their philanthropy causes. So, moving into coaching, especially when COVID was going to hit and I knew I needed to transition into something myself, I was having a little bit of what I was speaking about earlier, where I was like, I know I need to do something else, but now what? I knew the hospitality and tourism industry was going to get hit significantly and really struggle for years after COVID, regardless of how large. I didn't know how big the pandemic would be, right? But I knew that travel was going to be impacted regardless. So after going through that experience myself, I was like, you know what? Coaching is something that I feel really led to do, is to support people in a new way. So that they can really get unstuck and be able to move forward in their career path. And so that's how I got started with my coaching career, is just wanting to take my style of working with folks, my style of wanting to cause transformation for others, and applying that to coaching.
Awesome. And what do you feel makes you successful in coaching others?
Yeah. Oh man. The way I work is I'm really into connecting with individuals before I coach them. What I want to do is sit down with someone, do an intake, actually find out what their goals are. Who are they as a person? I'm very holistic in the way that I practice my coaching. And so I truly believe that your personal life can affect your work life. And I shouldn't even say can, does. And your work life does affect your personal life. I mean, how many times, if you have a partner, has your partner come home or you come home and complained about the workday, right? And then it sets the tone for the evening. Or how many times have you gotten to a fight with your partner at home and then you go to work and you're grumpy at work, right? So that's just a tiny example of how our lives, just in general, affect how we show up in different spaces. And I really enjoy just being able to connect with people and to help them through those challenges, and also to discover new things about themselves. What's also unique about my coaching style is that it's very customizable. So I don't necessarily have a cookie cutter approach to coaching. What I like to do is, when I'm learning about the individual during the intake, I want to find out what it is that you need. What is it that you want? And really dig into that. And how can I help you in those areas develop? And I'm also very transparent and honest. I'm really big on making sure that my clients know, what my pricing is, making sure that they understand what my role as a coach is, what their role is as someone being coached. And if they have questions, let me know. If something's not working, let me know so we can adjust. I'm here to help the person that I'm coaching. And my goal as a coach too is not to keep you in coaching forever. I really want to make sure that you can learn, grow, and sustain. And that's who I am. That's how my coaching practice works.
I love it. And tell us a little bit about any certifications or trainings that you've acquired throughout your career.
Yeah, so I have quite a few certifications. I'll just share my educational background to start. So I actually have an undergraduate degree from Colorado State University in natural resources, recreation, and tourism, and a minor in business. And then I went on to get a master's in tourism management with a focus on sustainability. So that's where my kind of career started, is looking at how can I be a steward to not just the environment, but my community. And I was doing that through the lens of hospitality and tourism. After, like I said, COVID, I wanted to keep growing my skill set. And after deciding to become a coach, I wanted to grow my skill set. So I actually took some courses with what's called the Transformation Academy. And they really also have that mindset of a holistic approach to coaching and understanding the person as a whole. And so it was a really great opportunity for me to learn how to work with individuals and take into account everything that's going on in their lives, and how I can help support them, how I can best coach them, what a coach doesn't do, right? Like, as a coach, I would never tell someone, oh yeah, I can help you with trauma. That's for therapists, So knowing where those boundaries are when working with individuals. I also have recently received a certificate from Southern Florida University in diversity and equity in the workplace. So I do a lot of JEDI work, which is called Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion work, and helping to educate folks on that topic as well.
That's great. Thank you for sharing. And lastly, what is a common theme that you see in why people select you as their coach?
Yeah, I love it. So, I see a variety of individuals for different reasons, because I do that custom approach, which is, I would say, the first reason why people want to work with me is because I am customizing your coaching to your needs, right? I'm not, like I said before, doing that cookie cutter approach. Everybody's different. The other thing is I've noticed a lot of folks are coming to me for leadership development, especially if they're in a leadership role for the first time and they're just wanting to gain confidence in now being in charge of others. or those leaders that have been leaders for quite a while and they want to refresh. You have to understand, we have multi-generational communication happening in the workplace. And so you could have a leader who's been in place for quite a while, who now has, millennials coming into the workplace, or what's after millennials, Generation Y, right? Like they're graduating college. Can you believe that? And they're starting to get into the workplace, and they communicate way different than even millennials do. So understanding like, how can I update my leadership skills to best meet the needs of my team and the folks that are around me, and how to communicate with different styles. So that's one way. I'm also seeing a lot of folks coming to me to actually have discussions around imposter syndrome and feeling like a fraud. And so that could be whether they're an entrepreneur, whether they're actually working for an organization, and they just want to gain some more confidence in their abilities. And so that's what I'm seeing a lot of clients coming to me for, and some organization as well, just getting themselves organized for growth.
That's awesome. Love it.
Thank you.
Sydney, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. Finding a coach that is a good fit for ourselves is important. And when your organization's partnered with Career Transformations, you will have a team of professionals and certified coaches that are invested in helping your employees of the organization, regardless if they're exiting or not. And if you're searching for coaching support for your employees and don't have the time or maybe the experience or resources to coach them internally, please reach out to me directly to set up a consultation. And you could reach me at info@careertransformationsdenver.com, or you can visit our website at www.careertransformationsdenver.com. Thank you again, Sydney.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.